Resume the recording. Okay, so today I had you review comparative adjectives. And when we compare two things, in English, we add ER and the word than. So here's an example. The orange chair is cheaper than the white chair. And in Spanish, that translates to as más barato que o de.
Más barato que.
Okay. So this is the sequence in English. We add ER to the adjective and then the word than, THAN. So for number one, the answer, I'm going to put the answer on here. So number one, you guys can help me. Winter is, what did you have, Luz?
Is cold. Sorry.
Winter is
Winter is more cold than the summer.
So that would be true if it was a long adjective. So los adjetivos que tienen más sílabos,
Sílabas.
Sílabas, thank you. The adjectives that have more syllables, then we will use the word more adjective. But if they're short, we're going to add ER and the word than. So number one is winter is colder than. Okay. Number two, a mouse is smaller than a dog. That is true.
Smaller.
Good. Number three, used furniture is
usually.
What do you think?
Cheap.
It's cheaper than new furniture. And number four, Russia is larger than.
Larger.
So these are examples of short adjectives where we're just going to add ER and the word than. Okay? So good job reviewing that. Today we're going to talk about another comparative adjective, but it's special because es lo más. Okay? Y se llaman superlatives. Y voy a mostrarte mi pantalla. I'm going to show you my thing here. Sorry, I've got two screens today. So put that down there. I'm going to clear that and bring back my Burlington English. Okay. Stop share, screen share. Okay. So today we're going to talk about superlatives. Now we are not just comparing two things. We have a group of things, and one of those things es lo más, okay? So, for example, she says, I need to buy a new phone. What's the best store? So we're talking about lo mejor. And then KR Electric, they have the lowest prices. So you see here that now we're going to be talking about adding EST to the adjectives. This demonstrates that they are the most of that adjective. So we have low. Okay, I'm going to start here. Low, lower, lowest. Okay. We have good, better, best. So we have the adjective, adjective plus ER, and then adjective plus EST. Es lo más adjetivo. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, we're going to look at this conversation and answer some questions. So, Luz, will you be Mateo? And Raquel, will you be Fabiola?
Okay. I need to buy a smartphone.
Two are electric is by the biggest store in the city.
Really?
Yes, and the price are the lowest.
That's for the information.
Don't forget to compare price the most important to remember.
Okay.
Okay, good job. So, what does Fabiola tell Mateo about KR Electric? So here, Fabiola, ¿qué dice ella? What does she say about the store?
Que está como en la tienda más grande de la ciudad.
Es la más grande. And in English, we say the biggest. You know, it's bigger maybe than one store, but not only that, it is the biggest. So no more stores are bigger than this one. It is the biggest. Lo más grande or la más grande. Good. Number 2, what is the most important thing to remember? So what does Fabiola say down here? What is the most important thing to remember? Lo más importante recordar.
Los precios, the lowest price.
The prices. So sí es la más grande, pero tiene los precios
Más bajo.
más bajos, sí. So here we have EST, EST. Important is one of those long adjectives that has 3 syllables. So we're going to put the word most in front of it. And so notice that every superlative, se llama superlative, lo más, lo mejor.
Don't forget to compare the price.
Tiene ST. So let's look at our grammar rule about superlative adjectives. So we use superlative adjectives to compare 3 or more things. Okay, so before, antes, solo hay dos. But now there's more than 2. So we are going to use this sequence. The word the, la palabra the es importante a la expresión. The adjective con EST, the adjective with EST. And this is for the short adjectives, 1 syllable, maybe 2, but mostly the 1 there. So for example, KR Electric has the lowest prices. And so this is the equivalent.
Teacher, I have a question.
Sure.
Los West es como el mejor precio.
Lowest
bajo?
is más bajo. So this would be, for example, tiene los precios más bajos. No hay ningún precio que es más bajo. Okay. Okay.
Lo mejor de lo mejor.
Yes.
Lo más bajo de lo más bajo.
That is a good way. Es una manera buena de escribir superlative. Lo mejor de lo mejor. Sí. Mira la palabra super, super. Good. Now, with adjectives that are longer, 2 or 3 syllables, the sequence is different. Now we're going to say the most adjective. So it's the most important thing to remember. So this is like lo más importante. Okay. All right. There are some irregulars always. Hay algunos que no siguen las reglas. And here are some examples. We have good, better, and best. Bad, worse, and worst. And another example is far, lejos, farther, and farthest. So it's like lejos, más lejos, y lo más lejos, right? Am I translating that correctly? Okay. So just to remember, the comparative adjectives from the practice this morning was just 2 things. Today, we're talking about lots of things, okay? Right? Muchas. Y siempre hay uno que es lo más. Alrighty. Some spelling rules to remember that if it is a short 3-letter word, 3 letras, es que el consonante al fin tiene 2. Okay, so we double up the consonant. If the adjective already ends in E, then we will just add ST, all right? And then with a Y, like happy, we would drop the Y and change it to an I, I-E-S-T, okay? So we still hear, todavía oímos happy est, okay? Happiest. Luz, are you the happiest person?
Yes.
I think so.
I ejercicio.
Very good. Okay, let's practice a little bit. I am going to snip this so that we can, oops, refer to it. Okay, just in case. Whew, sorry. Okay, let's practice. So we're going to complete the table with the superlative form of the adjective. So for example, we just talked about big. Big is a very short adjective. So big will become biggest.
Biggest.
What about cheap?
Cheaper.
Close. Cheap, cheaper, best. And not only that,
yes. Yeah. Cheapest. Yeah.
Now look at the word comfortable. Comfortable. That's 3 syllables.
Comfortable.
Very long.
Comfortable.
So in that case, we
More.
yes.
More comfortable.
We're going to say the most comfortable. So in this case, when it's longer, we're going to say the most comfortable. Difficult. Raquel, what do you think for difficult?
Difficult. Difficult. No entiendo, maestra.
Okay. So difficult tiene 3 sílabas. Difficult. Y cuando el adjetivo es más largo, usamos esa secuencia. The most
Más.
difficult. Okay. Lo
Okay.
más difícil. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. What about dirty? Luce, what do you think about dirty?
Es dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Es dirtiest.
Ah, good. The dirtiest. And see, no hay Y, es I en este caso.
Mhm.
The dirtiest. Lo más
Mhm.
sucio. Mhm. Good. All right. Good. Es irregular.
Mhm. Sería Bex.
Aha. Good, better, best.
Mhm.
The best. Okay. Expensive. Expensive.
Mhm.
That has 3 syllables.
Most expensive.
Mhm. The most expensive. Lo más caro.
Mhm.
Good. Far. Far is
Regular.
a little bit irregular. Yeah.
Mhm. Sería faster.
Far.
Oh, it's far, farther, farthest.
Fastest. Mhm.
Yeah, the farthest. So let's look at this side. I would like for you guys, I want you to try these on your own. Okay. So on your own paper, I want you to do, let's just do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, and use these as a guide. If it's short, we're going to add EST. If it's long, we add most adjective. Okay, and I'll put some notes on here. So on your own paper, try that. Okay, about 1 more minute. Okay. If you're not finished, that's okay. I'm going to put the answers on and we can discuss. All right. So repeat after me. The hottest.
The hottest.
The hottest.
The largest.
The largest.
The larger.
The noisiest.
The
The
noisiest.
noisiest.
The oldest.
The oldest.
The oldest.
The quietest.
The
The
quiet.
quietest.
That was hard. The smallest.
The
The
small.
smallest.
Very good. And then there were some more down here as well. So we have the tallest and the warmest. So these were all, oops, my video's not on, sorry. These were all very short adjectives, and so we just add est to the end. Now there were some spelling. We had noisy with a Y, so that becomes an I. But other than that, and large already has an E, so we add ST. But these are the superlative forms of these adjectives, meaning lo más, lo más. Okay? All right, let's do another practice. So we're going to complete the sentences with the superlative form of the adjectives and the correct nouns. So here we have some options. We have options for our nouns. We have fish, a cheeseburger, and pizza. And great, now I'm hungry. Okay. So we're going to use the adjective healthy, and we're going to use the superlative form. So we're going to say the healthiest. And if I look at this list, which one of these options is the healthiest, lo más saludable?
Mm.
I would say fish, right?
Fish.
O pescado. So I'm going to say fish. Oh, maybe this is, we're going to say the healthiest food is fish. So let's see how that is. Aha. So here's the superlative form. And then the most healthiest is, or the healthiest is fish, okay? So number 2, we have small. Would it be the smallest or the most?
Smaller.
The smallest room in an apartment is, let's see, the bathroom, the bedroom, or the living room? ¿Cuál es la más pequeña?
The bathroom.
The bathroom.
Good. So we would say the smallest room in an
That's
apartment is the bathroom. Okay. Number 3, big.
Mhm. Big eggs.
The biggest.
Big eggs.
The biggest country in the world is Russia, Guatemala, or Mexico?
Russia.
Yeah, that's right. Russia is very big. All right. Great job. The biggest country in the world.
Russia's the bigger. Mhm.
That's Russia. And number 4, fast is our adjective. So that would become the fastest.
Yeah, it's
Let's see, the
the faster. The faster.
F-A-S-T-E-S-T. The fastest way to go places is by
Mhm.
which one? Car, train?
The faster way to go place is by car.
By car? Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Well, it depends on the train, I guess. Some trains are very, very fast. Maybe it's one of those bullet trains. I guess the train is faster than the car. No stopping. Good. All right. And then what about number 5? Raquel, will you try number 5?
Yes. The warranty.
Is it the warmest?
Yeah, well. And what is the February?
Warmest
No.
is caliente, lo más caliente.
July.
Good. Yeah, so the warmest weather is in July. Good, and weather is tiempo.
Okay.
Good job. All righty, let's take a look at the next practice. All right, we're going to complete the conversation with the superlative form of the adjectives. So here, remember, these are our notes here. If they're short, then we add EST. If it's a longer word, we're going to add the most with the adjective after that. So here is good, and good is irregular. So what is blank shoe store in the mall? What is the goodest?
Best.
No, it's good. It's the best. Very good. It's the best shoe store in the mall. Alexa says, Bart's Place, they sell blank shoes. So how would we turn pretty into a superlative?
Prettiest.
The prettiest. Good. They sell the prettiest shoes, but they're blank expensive shoes. So expensive is one of our long verbs, or adjectives, sorry.
More expensive.
But they're the most expensive too. That's usually the way that goes. All right, and then Alex says, well, blank shoe store is on the 2nd floor. So Raquel, if cheap is our adjective, what is the superlative form?
The cheaper.
Good. The cheapest shoe store is on the 2nd floor. It's called Good Price Shoes. Okay, one more question. My husband needs a new shirt. Is CV Men a good store? Yes. They have, all right, loose, nice is the adjective.
The nice men's clothes, and they have half full.
Helpful S?
No se repite. Ah,
You think it's helpful
no,
S
pero,
or the most helpful?
Está difícil esa palabra, maestra.
ujú.
Ayudante. Yeah, I know. Helpful.
Helpful.
This one is going to be the most helpful.
The most helpful.
¿Y cuántas sílabas tiene?
Helpful. This one is 2. This one is 2. But it has a suffix. Tiene las letras al fin
Three?
que tiene significado. Helpful. Y por eso no va a tener dos
Ya.
say suffix. I know.
Please repeat the pronunciation, please.
The most helpful.
Helpful.
Ayudante, pienso que sí.
Ujú. El mejor como ayudante.
Yeah. What was I going to look up? Oh, suffix. Oh, sufijo. So aquí en helpful, FUL, es un sufijo que significa llena de ayuda, ¿ok? Y es que usualmente las palabras solo tienen un sufijo, no dos. Y EST está considerado un sufijo. So, es algo que pasa a veces, pero si tiene sufijo, vamos a usar the most. Okay. Pero es luego. All right, it's on the first floor, right? Alexa says, yes, it's. Okay, far, that's irregular.
Ujú.
Sería.
Far es como lejos.
Ujú.
And this is irregular.
Ajá. Faster. Ujú.
Fast es
That
rápido.
faster. Ujú.
So
Ujú.
far, this one's right. I'll show you this one. Farthest.
Farthest.
Lo más lejos.
Faster.
Good. It's the farthest store from the elevators. It's next to the pharmacy. Thanks. Okay. Any questions about these?
No question.
Raquel, ¿cómo está?
Sí, para mí ha sido difícil este.
Esta clase es más difícil que la anterior.
Sí, maestra, pero no me pude conectar en esa. No
Okay.
me apareció en mi cuestionario. Por eso no me pude conectar. Me aparecía 10:30, maestra. Y yo quería tomar la de las 9.
Okay.
Porque para mí sí es más difícil
Sí,
conjugar.
un poquito más. Y yo se me olvidó recordar hoy a las 9.
Sí.
Lo siento.
Sí entré, maestra, a la página, pero no me dio acceso para entrar. Si me podría enviar un link en la mañana a la hora que pasa el programa o la clase.
Después de clase puede mostrarme tu pantalla y puedo ayudarte, ¿ok?
Ok, sí.
All right. Practice number 8. All right, complete the questions with superlative adjectives. So we can use our superlatives in questions as well. For example, number 1 says, which lamp is tall? And I'm going to say the tallest. Which lamp is the oldest? So A, B, or C, Luz, which lamp is the tallest?
Teacher, me estoy quedando sin batería. Wow. Ya va.
Luz me tira mucho. Ah, Luz, help me. Help, Luz. Raquel, can you tell which
Yes.
lamp is the tallest?
Tendría que decir una conjugación.
Sí,
Which lamp is ahí?
A.
Tall.
Mhm.
That tall, ¿no?
Yes, A is the tallest. Sí, la más alta, la lámpara más alta.
Más alta.
What about the oldest? Which lamp is the oldest?
A. Letra A, ¿no?
Lo más viejo. La más vieja.
Es la que veo más alta, maestra, es que aquí no se ve muy bien. Voy a abrir mi pantalla a ver si veo mejor. Estoy como viejita aquí.
Okay.
Ok. La B es como corta, ¿no? Short.
It's short.
La A, la más alta, ¿no? Y la C es como entre medio.
Sí, pero oldest es como la más vieja. ¿Cuál
Ok.
otra parece más vieja?
La más vieja, sí.
Good. C is the oldest lamp. Good. All right, let's look at these pictures. So we have some chairs. And it says which chair is, and here's our adjective, uncomfortable. No es cómodo. Es un adjetivo muy largo. Y por eso, ¿recuerda la regla?
Sería, which chair is C?
Well, let's finish the question. Completamos la pregunta.
Okay. Un comfortable ink sería, ¿no?
So say, the most uncomfortable.
The most.
¿Cuál
Okay.
silla o sillón es lo más
Confortable.
cómoda? Sí.
Cómodo.
So which one looks uncomfortable? ¿Cuál silla no es cómoda?
Sí.
Sí? Okay. Good. Oh, look, it's ripped. Okay, and then B, which chair is the dirtiest? La más sucia.
Creo que sería la C, ¿no? Sí. No veo, las dos se ven mejores.
Sí. Y a mí la B es
que como
no me
incómoda.
parece muy cómoda, sí. Huh. Okay, let's see what other pictures we have. Where'd she go? She's having problems. All right. A, which coat is the warmest and which coat is the most expensive? So which coat is the warmest, do you think? A, B, or C?
Warmer, ¿qué significa en español?
Caliente,
Eso sí,
lo
no.
más caliente.
Cal. Okay. And the A, letter A is warmer.
I agree. De acuerdo, I agree. And what about which coat is the most expensive?
And B,
C.
letter B.
Okay, good. All right, number 4. Oh, which cake is the prettiest?
¿Quiere decir bonito, pretty?
Lo más bonito.
Sí.
Yeah, it has a lot of decorations.
Yeah.
I like that. And which
The
cake?
big ones, A.
A is the biggest. Very good.
Biggest.
That's true. Excellent. All right, Luce is trying to come back on. Okay. All right, now we can ask some questions and answer the questions. So we might say which lamp is the tallest, and we're gonna answer in a complete sentence. So vamos a contestar en una oración completa con el superlativo. I made up that word. With la regla de gramática de hoy, okay? So, Raquel, which lamp is the tallest? Look at the lamps here.
B.
Y en una oración completa?
Tallest sería the tallest, ¿no?
So I say B is the
That
tallest.
is the tallest.
Which lamp is the oldest?
C.
C is
Oldest.
is the oldest.
Oldest.
Which chair is the most uncomfortable?
C. Sería en which chair is the most comfort.
Uncomfortable, so no es cómoda.
Mm-hmm.
So the complete sentence is C is the most uncomfortable. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's say which chair is the dirtiest?
A.
Y más. Y la
A is the dirtiest.
very good. Which coat is the warmest?
A. Which coat is the warmest? The warmest? A. The warmest.
Yes, A is the warmest. Let's see, which cake is the prettiest?
B. B. Which cost the most expensive or pretty?
Oh, whoops, I skipped one. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. So we would say B is the prettiest.
Pretty.
All right, let's go back to the coats. I'm sorry, I skipped number 6. Which coat is the most expensive?
B, the letter B, the most expensive.
Good.
Most.
Is the most expensive. Good, you're getting it. And number 8, which cake is the biggest?
And number 8, letra A, the which cake is the prettiest?
Is the biggest. So we'd say A is the biggest.
Yes.
So we take that part, we can take that from the question. So, ¿cuál es lo más grande? A es lo más grande. Okay, good.
Okay.
All righty. Let's review. There is an error in each of these sentences, and we are going to correct the error using our grammar rule today. So, number 1, this is the dangerous road in the city. So, lo más peligroso. ¿Qué palabra faltamos? What word are we missing? Dangerous.
The road in the city. This is danger road in the city.
So is it a short adjective?
The
Or is it a long adjective?
launch.
So we're going to add, we're missing the word most. Dangerous is a long adjective, so we're going to put the word most in there. So this is the most dangerous road in the city. So faltó la palabra most.
Most.
Number 2, today is the hotter day of the year.
Sería most.
Hot?
O da. Hot es pequeña palabra.
And so no es hot.
Da. Ajá.
No tiene ER. Necesita EST. Lo más caliente. So this is the hottest day of the year. Okay. Number 3, easiest place to park is next to the library. So we have EST here. We've got the adjective and EST. ¿Qué faltamos? ¿Cuál palabra faltamos?
Da.
Ajá. Good. The easiest place to park is next to the library. Very good. Number 4, the early time I can meet you is 8 a.m.
Meet. I can meet you early.
So here's our adjective. Early, temprano, es el adjetivo, sí. Pero ¿qué necesita?
It's the earliest time I can meet you. Earliest time.
Good. The earliest time. Very good.
Early.
And number 5, the restaurant on Main Street has the good food. Sí es bueno, pero quiere decir que es lo mejor. La comida.
Sería good food and the restaurant. No me recuerdo esa palabra, pero sé que es algo mejor.
Sí, es irregular. Good, better,
Good,
and
good, better.
best. Lo mejor
Best.
is the best. Good. While I'm gonna stop the recording. While Luce is coming back,